The Ebony Blade. Well, that's, not really my area of expertise. Daedric artifacts, I mean. Then again, there is a small errand that needs doing, a personal matter, you see. You help me with that, and my memory might improve. There's no need for that. I was just joking. A couple of Scoffins showed up not long ago, so they had to stow it away in the Hexos Gallery vault, in the Shambles. Just don't tell anyone I told you, all right?
So, carved in the shape of a sundial. Clever.
That is so, yes.
Timely as...
When a spell takes shape, the Magnus sigil will glow. Simple.
Ah, timely as ever. What did you discover in the auction house? The Telvanni. Then it's as I suspected. Foiled by my own renown. Again. Intolerable. Well, there's no use dwelling on it. Did you find anything else? A key. Yes, that might come in handy. Can I just say how refreshing it is to find competent allies? A rare luxury, I assure you. Make your way to the Shambles. There's a Hexos storehouse near the center of the district. Check there first. You needn't worry. I'll be along soon enough. A fair warning, the Shambles is a lawless slum, full of far worse things than mortal indigence. Prepare yourself. The size, mostly. Those Hexos Noirs are quite clever, by Imperial standards. They operate a number of warehouses in Fargrave, but only one of them is large enough to contain a vault of any appreciable size. I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
From our homes, we...
I'm getting good at this. Oh, I probably shouldn't be proud of that.
Warded. No surprise. Do you have that key near to hand? Have a go at this. Well done. Now, let's see what they're hiding in there. There. The ebony blade. Claim... as I suspected. Let's have a look at this so-called artifact, shall we? The fabled Sword of Leeches here within my grasp. I have my doubts. May I? Eerily sharp, masterfully etched, and completely fake. This is a forgery. A brilliant one, I admit, but a forgery nonetheless. While I respect this forger's skill, I cannot abide a glut of fraudulent artifacts taking up my time and attention. No artisans. This is Daedric precision. I know a Spiderkith, Scrix. He's a small-time scoundrel who deals in stolen goods, counterfeit soul gems, that sort of thing. He might be able to point us in the right direction. He frequents the Wishbone, a tavern in the Shambles' northern alleys. Let's pay him a visit, shall we? He's a Spiderkith, which is to say he's a treacherous, deceitful sneak thief. Our personal history is contentious, full of double dealings and trickery. I've killed him more than once, but you know how these Daedra are. It rarely takes. For the usual reasons, simple greed and fear of punishment. Daedra may not die, but the process of reconstitution is not pleasant. I can also make business difficult for him. For Scrix, losing wealth may cause more pain than losing his life.
We don't want any trouble in here. I run a clean establishment with only a small number of roaches. I know it doesn't look like much, but it's the best tavern in the Shambles. People come from dimensions away just to drink here. Okay, well, people that drink here do come from many dimensions away. It just might not be specifically their destination.
got nothing to say to you, Fear.
Settle yourself, Scrix, and listen. I can make business very difficult for you if you don't.
You with the Ash Elf, Fear? Got no business with you. Got no business with him. Better scuttle off, stomp you otherwise, and peel you off the boot flat. Ebony Blade, huh? That's the mistress's hot cutter. Somebody hammering out fakes? Clever. Got no idea where it comes from. Don't care. Tell Fear he can find it himself. Threats, huh? With Fear, it's always threats. Scritty elf with big head and tiny wits. Fine. We'll cast a signal line for it. Finding ritual. Can find anything with it. After this, Fear pays you and you scuttle off. Final offer. Nothing. Secrets of the skein. You find out the secret, you die. Quiet. Alone in the dark. Still want to know how it works? Then you're stupid. Enough talk. Put the sword on the table.
A seeking spider, eh? I do hope it works. For your sake. In fact, why did you accompany my partner here? As a gesture of goodwill.
Lady's fangs. Did what you wanted. Cast the spell. Zafa. Let's go.
A ghostly spider, hmm? A bit garish for my taste, but then we can't all be squinty, desiccated skein spawn, can we? Before you go, I have something to give you. A bauble I purchased before we set out for the shambles. Keep it near to hand. It may prove useful. I pray you never have need to find out. Suffice it to say that it's insurance. Enough talk. Follow that spider. And don't take your eyes off Scrix. Not even for a moment. Surely you don't require a chaperone. Scrix, while clever, is hardly a match for a warrior of your skill. No, I'm quite certain you'll be fine without me. I have other lines of inquiry to explore. I won't be far behind, I assure you.
Just follow the spiderling. Simple. This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. See? Another ebony blade's right there. Have a look. Flies in the wind. Open like the lair fair. You're never
Potent
leave.
magic, Scrix, but all too predictable. Quickly, assistant, use the sundial.
Light! What are you? Torches in Skate Row? Liable to set webs on fire. Clumsy. Stupid. This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. See? Another ebony blade's right there. Have a look. Glides in the wind. Hope you like the lair fear. You're never
Potent
leave.
magic, Strix, but all too predictable. Quickly, Assistant, use the sundial.
Change of plans?
Light! What are you? This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. See? Another ebony blade's right there. Have a look. Flies in the open like the lair fear. No!
Webs,
Not
use
fire!
that torch, quickly!
Stop! Stop it! No! Put it out!
Well done. A respectable attempt, Strix, but it will cost you. Seems we're finished here. Meet me outside. And that appears to be that. Exemplary work. From the looks of things, our web-brained friend here planned to sell several more forgeries. Now that we've apprehended him, the flow of counterfeit artifacts should grind to a halt. Now, I provide you with the reward I promised, and we part company. Strix and I have a great deal to discuss. I'd invite you to join us, but let's be honest. Carrying on a conversation with him is exhausting. You have my thanks, Sarah. Farewell. You know, despite his simple nature, Strix displays a rare gift for counterfeiting. I can think of countless applications for such a skill. Alas. For all their power, the Daedra lack one vital trait. Imagination. No, of course not. He'll squirm and curse and prevaricate until I banish him. But even a lying tongue tells some truths. He will give something away. He always does. And I wish the process wasn't so tiresome.
a person treats their mount says a lot about them. Wonder what I'll learn about you.
So many new faces in Fargrave. If you need work and can handle a weapon, we should talk. As a representative of House Hexos, I assure you that this is all above board. Oh, I don't handle jobs. Think of me more as a scout for the organizations in the city who hire adventurers. Speak to Luna Burial or Viveli Indivel. They hire mortals and Daedra for dangerous jobs on a daily basis. You're a wary one. I consider that a mark in your favor, considering some of the characters I've seen pass through Fargrave's many portals. All right. What do you want to know? Luna Burial represents the Gleaners, a group of... how do I put this? They're thieves. Oh, not the kind that robs from Fargrave. No, they retrieve items from elsewhere for interested parties in the city. They hire lone adventurers to help with that. Viveli Indivel represents the Sarathu Tong, a syndicate of outcast mages who control a lot in the city. Between their business dealings and research projects, they require groups to take on jobs too dangerous for single adventurers. Well, if you want to work alone, see Luna Burial. Viveli Indivel of the Sarathu Tong also provides jobs, but they're dangerous. You'll want a group to deal with them. Here, consider this an investment into your adventuring career. Luna Burial has jobs that you can handle on your own, and Viveli Indivel trades in tasks that require groups of adventurers. Regardless of which job you take, I guarantee you'll be paid well for your work. That's a House Hexos promise.
I hope you're not the sort to interrupt those busier than you for no reason. Well, I don't have much time. Out with it. I am not shocked by this news. Mortals do not always know when to back away. This makes them exceptional employees, but does decrease their already limited longevity. You said you have the gem he was sent to retrieve? That's the trouble with mortals. Many don't have the experience to survive on the plains. Here, someone should have the gold that was set aside for Robier. I employed a few prospective creatures to retrieve more of these plainstones, but given how you discovered the last creature I sent, I do not have high hopes. If you come across more ill-fated employees, please bring the plainstones to me. I am under no obligation to explain that to you. We have no dealings, no contract or agreements. The only thing that ties us is that you returned what was lost. You are an admirable mortal. Do not misunderstand me. But Madam Wim cannot favor you. Madam Wim provides a service where she offers solutions to the problems of others. I would give specifics, but that is against our confidentiality agreement. All you need to know is that the service she performs for Fargrave is legendary.
Why, Lyrinth, my dear, it would be an honor to assist you in any way I can.
An honor, yes. Mortals, show Wim the note.
Problem, Sarah?
Oh, darling, how good of you to once again grace my fine establishment. And I see that my information proved useful. You found Lyrinth. Another customer, satisfied and content. Now, what can Madam Wim do for you this time? While I have many, many talents, deciphering written codes concocted by fanatical mortals is not among them. Are you sure I can't interest you in something a little more luscious? No? Pity. Very well. I may know someone who can help you. You wound me. I thought we were becoming friends. Talk to Gazmod the Collector. His villa on the west side of town contains quite the accumulation of Dagonic paraphernalia. Something in his collection should help, provided you can catch his eye. You owe absolutely nothing, my darling. Lyrinth agreed to cover your cost for this bit of inside information. Isn't she a dear? Now, do tell Gazmod that we miss them here at the House of Whims. The place hasn't been the same without them. Oh, don't concern yourself with that, dearest one. I never ask for more than a client can afford. There's no profit in that. When you have time, come back and let Madam Wim show you some of the wares that have made her the talk of Oblivion.
Go downstairs and rouse the anchorite. We'll want her with us when we talk to this collector. Meanwhile, I need to conclude our business here.
Conclude our business? How I love the sound of that. It makes me all a twitter.
I'm not here to play games, Wim.
But games are some of my favorite activities, dear Lyrinth. Come, let me show you what the House of Whims has to offer.
Was Madam Wim helpful? Grab a drink and tell me all about it. I know I said I was going to help with the negotiations, but look, I don't want to talk about it. Some things are private, personal. You can't just walk up and demand I tell you my deepest, darkest secrets. Sorry. I agreed to talk about my name, my mask, everything. After you proved yourself, and you've certainly done that. When we first met, you asked about my name. Madam Wim gave it to me. I just arrived in Fargrave, and everything before that exact moment was gone. All I had was this mask. I didn't know who I was or where I came from. Still don't. Just one of Madame Wim's little jokes. Means I'm a recluse, a hermit, living a life of seclusion behind a mask I can't remove. Sometimes it feels like memories are stirring deep inside my mind. When that happens, I need a distraction. Because it feels like there's a war raging inside my skull. A war I can't win. Better to drink or whatever. Push them back down to stop the pain behind my eyes. That's my story. At least as much as I know. Now, tell me what Madame Wim said. I've heard of the Collector. Has a villa on the west side of the city. Never met them personally, but I assume they're some sort of Daedra. Makes sense considering their influence and where they live. I'll meet you there. I'll finish this and meet you at the Collector's villa. It's on the west side, in a neighborhood that's strictly Daedric. So be careful, and watch your step until I get there. Where else was I to go? I assumed I awoke in Fargrave for a reason. I stayed to find that reason. And to see if whoever left me here would one day return. Regardless, the city and its people quickly captured my heart, especially the mortals. Another label assigned by Madame Wim. Stay in her orbit long enough and you'll collect a dozen appellations. I can't stand to see anyone go hungry or be taken advantage of. I tried to help and don't ask anything in return. Wim sees that as a weakness. Bits and pieces, but when the memories stir, the pain kicks in. If I try to focus on them, actually make sense of them, the mask burns? It hurts me, like it doesn't want me to remember. Someday, I'll look into those blank spaces, but not today.
Time to go, little mortals.
To the Collector's villa, as soon as I finish my drink.
Go. We will catch up. I want to hear more about the Anchorites' missing memories.
I've heard the Daegonists have been largely driven from the city.
Frey considers this development. The cult's votives no longer affect the mortals of Fargrave, then.
Yes, a relief to be sure.
Frey ponders this with regret. The mortals were more interesting when the cult toyed with their emotions.
Just tired of walking anyway.
This mask, it intrigues. It must become a part of Gazmod's collection.
Friend? Why don't you talk to the Collector?
It approaches. It dares speak. Will it offer the mask to compensate for such insults? It invokes Madame Wim, wants what belongs to Gazmod, and Gazmod alone. It is presumptuous. Leave our gaze. Gazmod no longer wants to look upon it.
I meant no insult by having my mortal speak to you, Collector. We merely seek to borrow a Daegonic codebreaker.
Since you're clearly interested, I'll allow you to examine my mask.
No, the Aerox must not leave the gallery, but Gazmod will peer at its mask. This way, mask wearer.
Come, little mortal. We must find the Aerox. Perhaps the gallery is beyond that door. Collector let slip that they have a codebreaker called the Arox. We must find it. It appears not all of Yasmot's collection consists of relics.
Maybe I should have joined the Buoyant Armigers.
It dares enter our collection. Does it not know we see through many eyes?
An arboretum? This collection is not at all what I imagined.
It tries our patience. This monstrosity will destroy it.
You have to know how to scrap.
The necessity uses.
Hope we find something.
Perhaps the Dagonet relics lie beyond that door. This gallery contains but a single display. See what it is, mortal.
I am Arox, the Mutilator, terror of the Deadlands. Release me from this cage and I will grant you a boon, mortal.
The relic is a talking Daedrat? Mortal, release the vermin.
Sweet freedom at long last! Arox owes you for this kind indulgence. You have set Arox free. Free! Arox owes you a debt of honor. And Arox will pay it, no matter how long it takes. You have my word. But pray tell, who do I owe this enormous debt of gratitude to? Question not this pitiable form, mortal. For within it beats the heart of the terror of the Deadlands, the sunderer of the seven skies, and the warrior of the floating wastes. I am Arox the Mutilator! And yes, I currently occupy this Daedrat body. Dagonet codes. Easy as ripping the ears off a Banekin. Arox is fluent in the many tongues of the Deadlands. No code can hide its meaning from the Mutilator's eyes. Speaking of eyes, we should leave this place before the Collector looks this way. I have already pledged to honor my debt to you. I will decipher every scroll in the Tower of Lord Dagon's Viscount Scrivener, if that is what you desire. I swear my fealty to you, Mortal Master. My life and my skills are yours to command. With pleasure, Mortal Master. Your pack is perfect, Master. And I found the encoded note. I will work on translating it forthwith.
We have a Daedrat. Wonderful. Now let's find the anchorite and depart this place.
Hey, a little help here? That floating sack of eyes wants to make me a permanent part of their collection. Thanks. Let's get out of here and return to Madam Whims.
Master! Arox has deciphered the note. Daedric troops from Burning Gyre Keep in the Deadlands are preparing to invade Fargrave.
Well done, Rat. Mortal, find out what else the note contains.
That Daedrat talks? I'm still coming to grips with the fact that you're getting vital information from a talking Daedrat, so don't look at me. Find out what else the encoded note said. And maybe Lyrinth knows something about Burning Gyre Keep.
Did you hear what I said, Mortal Master? Volcanos Nokvros prepares to send the most fearsome Daedric troops in all the Deadlands to this Nexus city. The destruction will be glorious! It is addressed to some despicable cur named Sister Seldina. A weak-sounding mortal name if ever I heard one. Why one of Mehrunes Dagon's most powerful warlords, not as powerful as Arox, mind you, would deign to aid a weak-named mortal baffles me. Yes, right. Troops stand ready at Burning Gyre Keep. Send word when Fargrave's defenses fall, and the invasion will begin. Dremora blades will take the city, not your incarnates. That is every word, Mortal Master, whose name is in no way weak. Let us make haste, Master.
An excellent idea, Mortal. Use the Plaza of Portals to reach the Deadlands. We'll rendezvous at Burning Gyre Keep.
wonderful, Master. Like weapons after a battle.
What in oblivion was that?
Great power was just unleashed inside the keep. Hurry, mortals. We must see what's going on inside.
You put too much faith in these abominations, Zeltina.
With the Riven Cataclysm, Fargrave will fall. And then, Nirn.
My forays into the...
They chased you out of Fargrave. How many more failures must you endure, Zeltina?
Careful, Nokraz, or perhaps I'll point my incarnate in your direction.
A blade bearer weapon. Here, examine it, mortal. It is the blade bearer's crest. This is not their fortress. Why would that broken sword be here?
My sense of
Incarnate, destroy them!
Deal with the incarnate, mortal. I shall do what I can to weaken it for you.
You see failure, I see opportunity. Let's head to the Riven Cataclysm. I have a legion of incarnates to create.
We should leave too. Quickly, mortals, into the portal.
Glorious victory! Arox the Mutilator must scratch furiously to celebrate!
Sister Seldina. Twice now, you helped me stop her from harming Fargrave and its people. Thanks for that. I'm not sure why Lyrinth chose us, or what she really cares about in all this. But as long as the cult threatens my city, I'll stand by you. Yeah, I heard. I may not remember who I am, or where I came from, but I found a purpose in Fargrave. That's what keeps me going. Protecting the city and its people. I won't rest until we stop Sister Seldina and the Order of the Waking Flame.
We stopped Seldina's ritual and forced her to retreat to Burning Gyre Keep. Nokraz's promise, and I must ponder. There are few places I can think of to hide such a device. None of them pleasant. And there are the Blade Bearers to consider. Why was their sword in the keep? For now, take this as a reward. That is the mortal custom, yes? Are you ready to resume our hunt for the Riven Cataclysm, little mortal? I assumed you'd want time to sample Madame Wim's delights, or explore the splendors of Fargrave. No? Very well. Let us go before more incarnates are unleashed upon the city. You are not wrong in your summation. But we are not without avenues to explore. Remember the broken sword hilt you found at Burning Gyre Keep? It carries the mark of the Blade Bearers clan. The Blade Bearers are a Dromora clan who forged their own path. They have no allegiance to Mehrunes Dagon, so I find it curious that their crest was found on a broken sword in the keep. I want to determine their involvement. With your aid, of course. The Blade Bearers are nomads, but we should find them at a settlement called Wretched Spire. That's in the Sever region of the Deadlands. We must talk to their kinreeve, Rincaius. I will meet you there. And bring Arox. We may have a use for him. Rincaius is a kinreeve of the Blade Bearers, a clan of nomadic Dromora who bow to no prince. Like the rest of his clan, he is fierce, but values honor. He takes pride in his martial skills and the status of his kin. Mortals hold no interest for him. Friends? Hardly. That is a mortal concept. If I understand the idea, it implies affection, vulnerability. That you would attribute such an affiliation to Dromora is amusing. But I have known Rincaius for a long time. We have never been at odds. The Deadlands belong to Mehrunes Dagon, but places exist where his minions rarely go. Wretched Spire stands as a refuge of sorts, a settlement where Dromora without clans and escaped mortal slaves can eke out a meager existence, hence the name. As I said, the Blade Bearers are nomads who do not pledge allegiance to Dagon. As such, they roost in places that aren't under the Prince's direct control. Wretched Spire is one such location. Rincaius' clan can usually be found there this cycle.
You are unlikely to find any of Mehrunes Dagon's servants in Wretched Spire, Master. Long ago, the Prince of Destruction commanded that no Daedra among his legions should look upon that place, or even speak of it. He was quite insistent. Never heard of him, but I do not trust him. I will watch him closely, Master. Sniff out his intentions. I have a keen sense of smell in this otherwise pathetic form. I'd prefer to be huge and powerful again, of course. But this form has some uses. I do not know. Lord Dagon wasn't in the habit of explaining his commandments. I heard the entire town was dropped into the Deadlands from someplace else, but I was never curious enough to investigate further. Sorry to have failed you, Master.
Our work is only beginning.
What do you want? And better yet, what are you doing all the way out here? If you don't mind, I'm actually running for my life at the moment. So if you could let me get back to that, I'd appreciate it. What? The Dremora actually asked for help? Bah! I'll never understand the grasp. All right, before you do anything hasty, at least let me explain. This is a big misunderstanding. Or I guess it's not. We've got a good reason, I swear. Hold on, it's not safe here. Please, find my two friends and send them to the portal to Fargrave. It's where we plan to meet if we got separated. Once we're together, I'll tell you the whole story. You can decide what to do with us from there. Many thanks. Their names are Eliza and Minwaleth. We all split up once we got here, but they shouldn't be far. I'll head to the portal now. I promise I'll explain everything once those two are safe.
Let's ride! They're coming for us.
Anything I can do for you? Can I help you?
things were too easy today. Doing this? All right. I guess we're doing this.
My wares are heavy. Some would say it's dangerous to be hauling them around the way I do under a sky like this. Care to lighten my load?
Off we go!
Grandmother and the hero of Mournhold are counting on me. So why am I pacing out here like a flathead? You're a swit, Selvenny. You just have to power magic rocks made by a living god, find some spirits, free them, oh, and leave the Force Martyr's Folly without dying painfully. It'll be fun. Ah, yes. I do that. I wasn't expecting anyone. Oh. Lord Sotherseal, I'm doing what the Tribunal asked. I have the 3 Mother Stones, and I know where the energy fonts are. I'll free the spirits from the Force Martyr's Folly, I swear. No? Oh, you're in disguise. I'm glad you're here. Saving Ordinator Nilera and Grandmother Priest Sovisa's spirits from Mehrunes Dagon? I can't do that alone. But I can give you tribute. Payment for the help of an adventurer. Thank the 3. I have the Mother Stones I got from Amalexia's priest, though we do still need to attune them with the energy fonts inside. But with your help, we'll free Nilera and Sovisa's spirits in no time. Now, to enter the Folly. Is this a test? Are you checking if I...